Hello and welcome to another week. As usual, I'm here to share with you the latest highest case number ranges that have finished their interviews as part of the DV 2024 program. But first, a point of clarity, especially to those who tend to get confused when it comes to the different reports that are present on this channel. I made it clear before that on this channel, I present two kinds of report on a weekly basis. The first report tells the case numbers that are being scheduled for interviews that will take place around 2 months later. So now we are in the month of July. So the report that I presented 2 days ago, that is on last Saturday, told you the case numbers that are being scheduled for interviews that will take place during the month of September. And this one, that is the one I'm about to present to you, that I usually present on Mondays, tells you the highest case numbers that have already finished their interviews as we speak. So, two kinds of reports highlighting two different things. So once again, the report that I'm about to present to you is going to tell you the highest case numbers that have already finished their interviews as I'm making this video. So now let's go into it. And our first embassy today is Manila, the Philippines, where the highest case number range that has completed their interviews from the Africa region remains 56,900 plus, and from the Europe region remains 17,000 plus. In Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the Africa region has increased to 54,200 plus, and the Asia region has also increased to 12,000 plus. Kinshasa, the DRC, remains at 16,100 plus. In Mumbai, India, the Africa region has increased to 58,800 plus, the Asia region remains at 12,400 plus, and the Europe region remains at 15,400 plus. In Napoli, Italy, the Africa region remains at 67,400 plus, the Asia region remains at 9,400 plus, and the Europe region has increased to 26,200 plus. In Kathmandu, Nepal, the Africa region remains at 51,600 plus. The Asia region has increased to 8,500 plus, with a case of exception already interviewed from the 9,000 plus, and the Oceania region remains at 1,600 plus. Cotonou, Benin remains at 67,400 plus. Kigali, Rwanda has increased to 26,800 plus. Tbilisi, Georgia remains at 27,400 plus. Lilongwe, Malawi remains at 52,700 plus. In Amman, Jordan, the Africa region has increased to 66,900 plus, and the Asia region has also increased to 12,800 plus. Luanda, Angola remains at 55,100 plus, with a case of exception already interviewed from the 67,000 plus. Rangoon, Burma remains at 11,000 plus. In Yerevan, Armenia, the Asia region remains at 10,000 plus, and the Europe region has increased to 21,700 plus. In Doha, Qatar, the Africa region remains at 56,100 plus, the Asia region remains at 12,600 plus, and the Europe region remains at 13,200 plus. In Kuwait, the Africa region remains at 58,300 plus, and the Asia region remains at 11,600 plus. Havana, Cuba remains at 2,900 plus. Johannesburg, South Africa has increased to 66,400 plus. In Seoul, South Korea, the Africa region remains at 39,100 plus, the Asia region remains at 8,400 plus, and the Europe region remains at 16,000 plus. In Abu Dhabi, the UAE, the Africa region remains at 41,300 plus, the Asia region remains at 8,900 plus, and the Europe region remains at 16,100 plus. Casablanca, Morocco remains at 50,300 plus. Suva, Fiji remains at 1,900 plus. Lusaka, Zambia has increased to 67,400 plus. In Auckland, New Zealand, the Asia region remains at 8,700 plus and the Oceania region remains at 1,800 plus. Algiers, Algeria remains at 59,900 plus. In Paris, France, the Africa region remains at 60,000 plus, the Asia region remains at 6,400 plus, and the Europe region remains at 26,900 plus. Islamabad, Pakistan remains at 12,900 plus. A reminder that these are the latest highest case number ranges that have completed their interviews as part of the DV 2024 program. We continue with Montreal, Canada, and at that embassy, the Africa region has increased to 62,800 plus, the Asia region remains at 12,000 plus, the Europe region remains at 27,100 plus, the Oceania region remains at 1,700 plus, and the South America region remains at 2,300 plus. Antananarivo, Madagascar remains at 42,800 plus. Tokyo, Japan remains at 12,600 plus. Lomé, Togo has increased to 60,500 plus. Accra, Ghana remains at 6,200 plus. Colombo, Sri Lanka remains at 10,100 plus. Harare, Zimbabwe has increased to 65,200 plus. Addis Ababa, Ethiopia remains at 20,800 plus with a couple of cases of exception already interviewed from the 46,100 plus and the 55,200 plus case number ranges. In Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, the Africa region remains at 51,600 plus. The Asia region has increased to 11,500 plus and the Europe region remains at 18,400 plus. In Warsaw, Poland, the Africa region remains at 29,800 plus and the Europe region remains at 21,600 plus with a case of exception already interviewed from the 24,900 plus. Monrovia, Liberia has increased to 66,800 plus. Libreville, Gabon remains at 64,700 plus. In Ankara, Turkey, the Africa region remains at 10,500 plus. The Asia region remains at 6,800 plus. The Europe region remains at 5,300 plus, but with a case of exception already interviewed from the 8,000 plus case number range. In Jakarta, Indonesia, the Africa region remains at 57,500 plus, the Asia region remains at 9,800 plus, and the Europe region remains at 17,000 plus. Yaoundé, Cameroon remains at 57,800 plus. In Cairo, Egypt, the Africa region remains at 35,500 plus. The Asia region has increased to 12,900 plus and the Europe region remains at 4,000 plus. In London, the UK, the Africa region remains at 66,000 plus. The Asia region remains at 9,400 plus. The Europe region remains at 26,000 plus and the Oceania region remains at 1,300 plus. Freetown, Sierra Leone remains at 53,400 plus. Dakar, Senegal has increased to 28,500 plus. Dar es Salaam, Tanzania remains at 31,600 plus with a couple of cases already interviewed from the 35,800 plus and the 36,700 plus case number ranges. Abidjan, Ivory Coast remains at 67,400 plus. In Djibouti, the Africa region has increased to 58,400 plus and the Asia region has also increased to 12,900 plus. Nairobi, Kenya remains at 61,600 plus with a case of exception already interviewed from the 66,200 plus. Tunis, Tunisia remains at 67,200 plus. In Frankfurt, Germany, the Africa region remains at 61,400 plus. The Asia region remains at 12,500 plus, and the Europe region remains at 26,000 plus. In Manama, Bahrain, the Africa region has increased to 62,700 plus, and the Asia region is currently at 11,800 plus. Tirana, Albania has increased to 27,400 plus, and finally Baghdad, Iraq is currently at 12,900 plus. So that is it. Those are the highest case number ranges that have already completed their interviews as part of the DV 2024 program according to the CEAC data released at the end of the July 22nd to July 27th working week. Which brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for watching it. See you, God willing, in the next one. Goodbye.